Atalanta will head into 2025 top of the table over in Italy, but it's only on goal difference, and Internazionale sit third with a game in hand. It's absolutely bonkers over in Italy. We're going to take a little look at the next round of games coming at you next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. It's all about match day number 19. 19. That's right, over in Italy, as Atalanta hope to remain tip at the top of the table heading into 2025. We'll take a look at that, of course, and more in a second. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe button. You want some shop for Serie A, Blackburn Rovers, World Football. We're going to hear under one brewski. That's right. Any one of the top three could be top heading into the first round of games in 2025. As for the race for the drop, it is anyone's guess as to who's going to go down. We'll take a look at all that and more in a second. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe. And again, check out the links down below. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of good stuff. And we're going to kick off 2025 in just a good second. So what we're going to do now is revisit those last games of 2024 and then kick on forward to the first round of games in 2025. Alrighty then, folks, let's turn the clock back to last year. Of course, well, by the time this video goes, it'll still be 2024, but you know what I mean. These were the last round of games, and of course, I did okay. When I say okay with the predictions, I actually did, I was a little late in getting my Super Brew predictions, and I think I missed the first three, so I at least dropped a couple of points. Not great here, but Empoli did lose to Genoa 2-1. I went to with a draw. Parma did beat Monza 2-1. I went with the 1-0 win. Missed out on that point. Cagliari did lose to Internazionale 3-0. I went with the 2-0 again. I think I missed out on that one as well. Further down the pecking order, of course, I was back in the hot seat. Lazio and Atalanta with a 1-1 draw. Udinese and Torino 2-2. I went with the 1-1 there. Napoli with a 1-0 win over Venezia. 3-0 winners in my eyes. Juventus and Fiorentina with a 2-2 draw as Juventus continue to draw games. Milan, Roma 1-1. Costa managed job. We'll talk about that in a minute. Como beating Lecce 2-0. I went with the 1-0. And Verona beating Bologna 3-2 on the road to give themselves a bit of a boost down the foot of the table. Take a look at the table as it is right here, right now. As you see, Atalanta are top on goal difference. A significant goal difference as well. Over, we're looking about 8 goals plus on Napoli. Of course, Internazionale have a superior goal difference than both of them, and they do have a game in hand, so they could, in theory, be the outright leaders, but you're going to win in what's in front of you. That's the rules. Monza look like they're going down. Venezia with a big, they're down there as well, alongside the 13 points. Cagliari with 14. Lecce could get sucked into that this time around. Milan did lose, change their manager. Of course, we'll talk more about that in a minute, but let's take a quick look at the Super Brew. Here is that Super Brew, and Jimmy Watney is kicking ass and taking names. 15.5 points this past match day. Newton Abbey alongside him. Dream Ali and Xandas with a junior on the outside looking in. Like I said, I did pretty shit because I only got a few picks in. 6.5 points, which of course has knocked me sideways in the overall leaderboard. Summer 2018 is running away with it. Raymond Reddington alongside him. Taya B, Dream Ali also on the up. Newton Abbey, Xandas Jr., all making strides up there. It's like you take your eye off the game for a brief second and you take a tumble just like me. And how good, nearly 30 points adrift of the leader right now. But of course, it is still a whole host of games. I think we're around about the halfway mark. So let's see if we can get back to thick things this time around. The link, if you want to get involved, it is 100% free. Maybe you can get a name for yourself, whether it is for this year or for next season. These are the next round of games, guys, and they are coming at you thick and fast. Of course, while the rest of Europe takes a breather, Italy keeps on going. And we're going to start with a trip to Venezia coming at you on Saturday, the 4th of Jan. Let's take a look at it then, shall we, under the microscope, as of course both sides need points and fast. More so the Venezia than Empoli. The hosts are coming into this 19th of the table, 13 points for the campaign. Just one defeat in the last 4 for them. Up against Empoli and Roberto Di Viesa. They are 13th for the table, 19 points for the campaign. 3 defeats on the spin for them. They have played each other 17 times since 1999. 8 wins for the hosts, 3 wins for the visitors. 6 draws, of course, between the two sides at the Stadio Pierluigi Penzo. Last time around over at this very venue was a 1-1 draw back in January 2022. Of course, that was in the Serie A as well. The hosts on the back of that 1-0 loss to Napoli. Empoli on the back of a 2-1 loss to Genoa. The odds here, 30-10 are your victory, your host, Venezia. 11-5 is the draw. 11-5 is also the away win here. I think I was sitting on the fence on this one. Venezia need to win more. Empoli, of course, in position mid-table. But I'm backing the nil-niller on this one. as of course everyone will be a little bit rusty from their celebrations from New Year. Meanwhile, Fiorentina, they're up against Napoli. Fiorentina kind of hit a right old rough patch at the moment. They're winless in the last 4 matches. Fifth in the table, 32 points for the campaign, up against Napoli, who won 3 on the spin under Antonio Conte. They are second in the table, 41 points for the campaign as well. Now, they have played 50 times, these two sides, since 1994. 16 wins Fiorentina, 21 wins for Napoli. Has been 13 draws. Of course, this match at the Stadio Armando Franchi with Fiorentina, who did draw with Napoli last time they played at this very venue, which was back in May 2024. That was towards the end of the season, penultimate game of the season, perhaps. Fiorentina on the back of that 2-2 draw away to Juventus. Napoli with a 1-0 squeaky bum win over Venezia. The odds for this, 21-10 is your Fiorentina, 30-10 is your Napoli, 11-5 is the draw. I'm backing Napoli here to get the 3 points. Fiorentina have not been the same in recent times. I think Napoli will show their quality and keep the heat at the tip of the top of the table. Let's go to the next game coming at you on Saturday, the 4th of January. It's Verona, who are 50th for the table under Paolo Zanetti. 2 wins of the last 3 matches. Against Udinese and Kostas Runjic, 9th in the table for the German, who has got 42% form for them right now. 2 wins of the last 6 matches. Now, they've played 26 times, these two clubs, since 1996. Just 7 wins for Verona, 9 wins. Udinese has been 10 draws between the two sides, with the last match at this very venue being a 1-0 win for Verona back in April 2024. Verona, actually, Udinese is just winning once of the last 6 against Verona on this. They're coming into the visitors on a 2-2 draw against Torino. Verona picking up a big important win over Bologna, 3-0 in the end, to give themselves a big old boost to restart their season somewhat. The odds for this one, 11-5 your Verona, 29-20 is your Udinese, 2-1 is the draw. This feels like it could be another draw here, guys. 1-1 maybe? Yeah, 1-1 right down the middle. Points apiece. No one's really cooking with gas at the moment, so yeah, I'm going to take that on the chin and move on. Meanwhile, we enter Sunday's games. The 5th of January is Monza up against Cagliari. Relegation 6 point if I ever saw one. Monza under Salvatore Bocchetti now. Nesta no more. 5 defeats on the spin. They are rock bottom with 20th, with just 10 points for the campaign. Up against Cagliari under David Nicola. They are 18th, 14 points for the season, but they've lost 5 on the spin. Goodness gracious me. 6 times they have played since 1997. 2 wins Monza, 1 with Cagliari. There's been 3 draws between the two sides. Monza are unbeaten against Cagliari over the last 3, including back-to-back 1-0 wins at this very venue, which is, of course, the Stadio Briatano. Cagliari on the back of that 3-0 loss to Internazionale. Monza losing to Parma most recently. The odds, Monza 27-20 for the victory. Cagliari 19-10. 25 is the draw. I backed Cagliari to win this one, but looking back at that, Monza with back-to-back 1-0 wins over Cagliari at this very venue will make it a very, very difficult match in the spotlight. So I'm backing Cagliari despite what I'm seeing. 1-0 win. So breaking the hoodoo, perhaps, and giving themselves a valuable 3 points. Lecce, they're up against Genoa, also on Sunday, the 5th of Jan. Marco Campaolo's Lecce, they are 17th for the table, just 1 win in 5. 16 points for the campaign. Up against Genoa under Patrick Vieira, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They sit 12th with 19 points, of course. Coming out to the Via del Mel, 20 times they have played since 1993. 5 wins for Lecce, 10 wins for Genoa. 5 draws between the two sides, but the last time they played at this very venue being a 1-0 win for Lecce back in September 2023. They also played Genoa earlier in the calendar year, actually 2024. Of course, this match is in 2025, and it was a 2-1 win for Genoa. So bear that in mind. So back-to-back games, though, at Lecce have ended up with Genoa yet to pick up a win. Lecce, though, on the back of that 2-0 loss to Como. Genoa with an important 2-1 win over Empoli. The odds for this one, 13-8 is your Lecce, 2-1 is the draw, 15-8 is your Genoa. I don't know. I think I might be leaning towards, do I go for another draw here or maybe a Lecce victory? Yeah, Lecce squeaky bum victory, denting the hopes of Patrick Vieira and co. Meanwhile, we go to Torino. They're up against Parma, that's right, coming at you on Sunday, the 5th of Jan. Torino under Paolo Venoli, 11th for the table, 20 points for the campaign, just 1 win in 6. They are draw kings, though, pick up 3 draws in the last 6. Up against Parma under Fabio Peccia, they're 16th for the table, 18 points for the campaign, 2 wins out of the last 6. They played each other 28 times since 1993. 6 wins for Torino, 15 wins for for Parma, 7 draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this very venue, it was a 1-win win for Torino back in May 2021. Torino, back-to-back games unbeaten against Parma, both home and away, back-to-back clean sheets as well. Parma, though, on the back of a 2-1 win over Monza most recently. Torino with a 2-2 draw on the road to Udinese. It's actually been back-to-back home losses for Torino, back-to-back games without a goal at home. So they're not playing that well in front of goal. 10-9 on, though, is your Torino. 12-5 is the draw. 16-5, your away win. Going with Torino to win it, though, despite their recent home form. I'm going to back them to get the 3 points. Then we go to Roma, that is right, up against Lazio. Of course, now this technically is the last game on this docket. I'll explain what I mean in a second, but let's get it out of the way. Here's the Roma derby. It's a big one. It's the highlight package of this. This is the Stadio Olimpico's. Claudio Ranieri's of Roma are 10th for the table, just 1 win. So 1 defeat in the last 6. 20 points for the campaign. Up against Lazio under Marco Baroni. They are 4th for the table, 35 points for the campaign, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They played 69 times since 1993. 28 wins for Roma, 22 wins for Lazio. There's been 19 draws. The last time they played at Roma as the host, it was a 1-0 win for Roma. That was back in April 2024. Roma on the back of a 1-1 draw against AC Milan. Lazio also on the back of a 1-1 draw against Atalanta. Both those games on the 28th, 29th of December, respectively. The odds for this one, Roma 6-4 for the victory, 50-8 is your Lazio, 11-5 is the draw here. We are going with a 2-2 draw. Can't split them right down the middle here. Point apiece. That will complete today's games. Now, Como, Milan, Atalanta, Juventus, Inter Milan and Bologna are on the same docket here, but they're taking place at like the 14th or the 15th of what have you, January. So they'll be played later on. But I'm not really going to run into talk about these too extensively. I'll just ramble on here. So Como against AC Milan, when it does come into play, we might have to revisit this video or revisit these games, but for right now, I'm going with an AC Milan victory, 2-0 win. They do have a new coach. I don't have his name in front of me. Yes, I do have his name. Is Sergio Conceição. Of course, he is the new governor there. So that match, again, taking place. So the games are going to be taking place on the 14th and the 15th of January. So if you're doing on Super Brew, it's on the next one. It's an extension of the next one. But I don't think we'll be doing another video on this one. But I'm going with a 2-0 win for Milan against Como. Atalanta against Juventus. Big game, this one. I do think it will end up square 1-1 on that one at Atalanta as well, whenever the game comes around. And then Internazionale, who, of course, could be leaders with their games in hand. Bologna, I think they will win against them 2-1. When, again, those games come around on the 14th and 15th of January. But they are on this match day list. So that's it. That completes this Bizarro World Serie A video. Of course, don't forget to get your predictions in using the Super Brew link. It is wide open, and of course, we'll be there to continue this season as we come back into it for the next round of games. But until then, subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later, guys and girls. We are done for now.